What's up guys? So in this video I'm going to be talking about Kratos' backstory. Now this information was mainly taken out of the Lost Pages, the most recent episode. I'll have a card on the screen as well as a link in the description if you want to check out that video, have the information presented to you yourself, because I'm not going to be mentioning everything. However, here's the top 5 pieces of Kratos' backstory in God of War PS4 that I feel like you should know going into the game. But let's get right into it. So the first piece of information that the team talked about was that Kratos has been cast out of Greece and is no longer welcome. Now I found this very interesting because the way that they are putting it is that all the remaining gods that are in Greek pretty much told Kratos that he's no longer welcomed here. After Kratos got his revenge and destroyed the entire world, it seems like they all got together and decided that they don't want him in Greece, that he's no longer welcomed, which led to him actually walking away. And this brings up the second piece of information that they're giving out that I feel like you guys should know, is that Kratos decided to go north. He walked from days to months to years, and during his time on his journey, he lost his mind and regained it again. This plays into the whole guilt trip thing that the team has been talking about, that Kratos on his journey as he walked north, that he lost his mind. Now I can imagining a troubled Kratos screaming at the gods, screaming at Zeus as he makes his journey away from Greece. The team said that he's not looking for anything, that he just wants to be alone, and traveling alone for such a long time probably took a very large toll on his mind. Which again brings me to the third piece of information. They say that when Kratos arrives in Norse mythology, he's not looking for love, he's not looking for a family or redemption. He strives for solitude to live the rest of his immortal days. In Kratos' mind, if you don't think about the past doesn't exist. Now I feel this is probably the strongest piece of information. I feel like that resonates with people looking at Kratos with a different point of view. Kratos has always been thought about this brute strength guy, and it seems like that follows him. However, his mind is pretty much changed. He doesn't think about the past, so the past no longer exists. It seems like he's just trying to run away from it, trying to escape it, and we all know he eventually does that. Which I feel brings me to the next piece of information, is that Kratos is there with his family. After his family gets together, he meets the wife, they have Atreus. It says that he's still there. However, he takes these very long trips and just gives his family the basic needs for survival, such as the house he built, and he always delivers on food and water. So Kratos is around, he is there in Atreus and his wife's life. However, he's just there to provide the essential needs for them to survive. We also learn about this in the Call of the Wilds trailer. Atreus often thinks about this, why it takes him so long to find food, for him to finish his hunts, because it takes him and his mother just a couple of hours to do, but to Kratos it takes him all day. And this next piece of information explains why exactly he isn't around, why he chooses to be around. The next piece of information is he stays away not because he doesn't love Atreus or his new wife, but because he doesn't want to give any bad influences to Atreus. He worries about how much of himself has already been passed down to Atreus, and he doesn't want that to be amplified. Now, I feel this is the strongest piece of information just because in the new story trailer we see Atreus dying, or something is wrong with him internally because of what has been passed down to him from Kratos. We hear the woman say that Kratos' true nature is harming Atreus, and again it kind of sucks because the reason why Kratos isn't around is because he doesn't want any of his bad side rubbing off on Atreus. The team put it like this, that he's often thinking about what bad from Kratos' past and his nature is passed down to his son, and he just stays away just because if he isn't around, there's no way Atreus can receive the bad side of Kratos. I love this narrative of Kratos not thinking just of himself anymore, but thinking about the well-being of his son. But anyways, that was the top 5 pieces of information that was given to us from the Lost Pages about Kratos' backstory. Again, I did not tell you guys all of the information, so I highly recommend you listen to the Lost Pages interview yourself. Again, link on your screen, link in the description, and a card box is there if you want to check it out. I'm going to be out of here. Thank you guys for listening. Deuces.